Hey guys, Crewman here, and I have found the best value AMD consumer graphics card for mining. It is most likely one that you might not have been considering. Are you guys ready for it? Are you ready? You ready for it? It is the RX 5600 XT. Over the past week or so, I have been testing the 5600 XT to see how well it does dual mining Kapow and ZIL. And I'm here to tell you that the results were pretty shocking to me, and now I feel comfortable enough to share them with you. Alright, so some disclaimers. I tested 3 different 5600 XTs, 2 with Samsung memory and 1 with Micron memory, in an attempt to make sure that I just didn't happen to have a single, almost perfectly bin GPU. Also remember, my OCs are not your OCs, and you may have to adjust accordingly. Also, you may have to adjust your BIOS accordingly, as the 5600 XT BIOS mods are not as easy as the 5700 XTs due to AMD locking the 5600 XTs down a lot tighter. Credit to Ovalborn Tech for explaining that one to me. Also, when I show you my numbers, I am using a PMD from Elmore Labs, link to that down below, to get an accurate wall reading because AMD is notorious for being inaccurate. So let's get to it. Here are the 3 5600 XTs, and you may notice one of them happens to have an EVGA fan, and let's just say I had some fun with that a few days ago. Okay, here you can see we're getting 19.20 mega hash at 79 watts at the software. Now zooming out, this is the testing area I'm currently filming in. This is my Micron AMD 5600 XT MSI. I have one of these and 2 more coming in. I am getting at the software, at the wall, between 104 to 108 watts. So we'll probably just end up calling it 107. But this has been running stable. Now this is the 3rd BIOS I've tried on this, and I got anywhere from 130 to 107, which is about the best I've gotten on these Micron ones so far. All right, we've got 5600 XT2. You can see it right here, showing 96 watts at the wall, and I'm getting 105 watts. Now you can tell the difference with this one because this is the one that I spliced the fans on with the EVGA fan. One thing I do want to comment on, I had these running at 95 watts for 48 hours each because I didn't believe it was possible, and I can't seem to replicate it right now. I should have filmed it. So I'm going to show both results at 98 and at 105, which is what I got the other ones at. So, you know, AMD GPUs are fickle, and this is one example. But we will show both settings. Anyway, this is at 105 watts at the wall, and mining Kapow. It's AIPG for the purpose of this video. All right, so let me show you the last one, which is right here, just to show it to you off the bench. This is the one without the EVGA fan on it. We're going to put this one on here, and we're going to test that one out as well. Okay, now here's the final one I have at 19.30 at 96 watts. You can see here that it's actually showing about between 104 and 105 watts, and it just got bumped up to close to 20 mega hash. And like I said before, these things are fickle, and you will have to tweak your settings, and when they work, you may have to adjust them again depending on if conditions change. You know, like I added a second test bench. I changed the layout of the benches, and I wonder if that means anything. This doesn't film well because it seems like there's wires everywhere, but it's actually all very organized and very, very safe. And as you can see, this is not the one with the modded fan. So this is the 3rd one. So we have 3 of them right here. And as I said already before, I had these running for about 48 hours at their previous settings, and now I can't seem to get them back, but I just wanted to give you an example of what they're doing at the wall. So now it looks like they're all at about between 104 to 107 watts at the wall. Okay guys, so as you guys saw from my 5700 XT video, I was getting about 26.5 mega hash at about 148 watts right up here at AIPG. Now I did check my 5700 XT with a few other people's because I only had one to test, and mine was about average. So it wasn't great and it wasn't good. So at today's profitability, my 5700 XT is making 14 cents. So let's compare those numbers with the 5600 XT. Now let's use 2 numbers. We're going to first use 20.3, which is what I was getting, at 107 watts and 20.3, and let's see what it gives me. Okay, and now that you can see we're at about 13 cents. So you're talking 1 to 2 cents difference in terms of profit based on today's profitability numbers. Now, I don't want to use my better settings because I haven't been able to replicate them, but you could just, use the calculator on hashrate.no and do the math. Now, if we adjust it to, because one of them had about 19 mega hash, if we adjust 20 to 19, you can see we get about 11 cents. So it's between 1 to 3 cent difference profit, depending on if you can get that 19 to or 20 mega hash, which isn't that terrible. So while the 5700 XT is better, let me go to the reason the 5600 XT is the best value. And I also want to note that it uses about 40 less watts, which is a big deal if density is a factor for you. Now here we have the prices of sold 5700 XTs for the last few days on eBay. And if you look, you can see that they're going up quite a bit. We have a market average about $170 for 5700 XTs. That is crazy to me. A few weeks ago, they were going for $110 to $120. Now, let's look at the price of the 5700 XT. 5600 XT, I'm sorry. You can see that we're at about, I want to say we're at about $100 to $110 average, which is, $60 to $65 less than the 5700 XTs. So you're talking for 1 to 2 cents, or for 1 to 3 cents more profit, you're talking a 50% price increase from what the 5600 XT costs compared to the 5700 XT. Now, I did not do anything with efficiency, but their efficiencies are pretty close, and here I'm more worried about value than efficiency. And I can honestly say that in terms of value, the 5600 XT right now is the cannot miss pick to buy for mining, especially over the 5700 XT. Like I said, the efficiency is similar. You actually get a little bit more in terms of density with the 5600 XT for just a minor loss in profit. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped. I would go ahead and pick these up now if you're looking to buy. This isn't me telling you to panic buy, but if you look at the market trends, these will go up in price. And, the value is definitely a moving scale, but I wanted to bring the 5600 XT to everybody's attention because I think there is some real value in it right now. And if you already have one of these, pat yourself on the back. They are great mining cards. I own 3, and I have somebody sending me 2 more for content, and he's just letting me keep them. So I will probably set up a 5 to 6 card rig of these mining in my shed. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more GPU mining content. We've got GPU Market Watch coming later this week. You don't want to miss that. Crewman out.